Hello world, how y'all doing? Know it's been a minute, but welcome back to Hidden Leaf Talk. We have a special guest, Lamar, is in the building today. And Lamar, man, let's jump straight into it. Tell the world about yourself, man.
Kage Bunshin no Jitsu up in here. I don't know, man. My name is Lamar Daniels. I'm from Cruz, 16800. You know what it is. Bronx down, 100 years.
Bronx down all day.
You know what I'm saying? West Side. Shout out to the East Side too. It's all love now. But what can I say, man? I grew up in the hood, the real hood, not the rap hood, but the real hood. And went to school with this cat. Man, we go back a long time. Sega Genesis, 6 button. Remember those days?
All day.
Oh, I remember like it was yesterday.
man. Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, man. And I don't know, man. I'm just born and raised in Detroit, and still here. Thought I would leave, never did. Ain't going nowhere, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, man.
Just try to do my thing. That's it.
All day. So yeah, man. So tell us about this whole setup. I know you went to the podcast, the Twitch, streaming. So tell us a little bit about that.
Let's start with the podcast. So I got a couple friends who one of them is kind of a well-known videographer. He does a lot of music videos, and he started it back in 2010. He was doing his thing, and I watched him grow from like nothing to where he is now. And around 2013, he decided to make a short film, guerrilla film it. We put it into a theater. It was shit, but we were big dreaming. You know what I'm saying? It kind of got out of control, but it is what it is. But through that process, I met another guy who was from New York that was living here, and he and I became friends. And we were all like, three renegades, just kind of doing this thing to help both of them. I was really just trying to help both of them elevate themselves in filming and video making and things like that. I didn't have an interest in it because that's just not what I'm into, even though I watch a lot of film. But it was cool being behind the scenes and seeing that process. So long story short, we make this short film. We become friends. We all stay tight. And my buddy Diego, he kind of blows up. And my friend Manny is working and traveling, doing movie sets. He was working as a grip. So around 2017, early 2017, I had been listening to podcasts for like 2.5 years, like religiously, because I was working in a profession that had me traveling over the road. And in that process, one of the podcasts that I really had an affinity for was Joe Rogan Experience. And Joe Rogan had a bunch of friends on one day, and somebody had asked him like a real existential question about how he had started podcasting and why he started it. And he didn't really have an answer, but what he told him was, I just do it, and I enjoy doing it, and I encourage anybody, if they want to do it, just do it, and I listened to that, and I was like, man, I thought I'm running my mouth a lot, you dig? I know I'm a motor mouth sometimes, especially if it's like an intellectual conversation or stimulating. I like to yap, and I like to really beat into things and try to see if I can expand my consciousness. A lot of people don't like to do that. It makes them uncomfortable. I get that, but that's who I am, and that's how I feel like I learn and grow.
So if it had to be one thing, what do you love most about podcasting?
Talking, because I tell you, actually, it's deeper than that. I like talking to people who I don't agree with. Because here's the problem: nobody's right. How do you know if you're right? How do you know? You know what I'm saying? How do you know if you're right about something, right? And so for me, engaging in discourse with people who I don't agree with on anything helps me either reinforce good ideas that I already have that I can see that they can't penetrate and break down. You can see when you're debating or having discourse with someone when they're losing. You can see it. So if I'm spewing out stuff that I know to be correct and kind of on the beaten path of being true, and they can't defeat it, then I know, okay, that's a good idea I have. I'm gonna stick with that perspective. I'm gonna stick with that thought. But then you have bad thoughts, and when someone who you don't agree with can put that on display, that this thought that you have, or this perspective that you have is incorrect or is flawed, let's say it's fallible, right?
Okay.
Then that helps me know, this is a fucking dumbass idea, Lamar. Get rid of that. Maybe I don't agree with him or her and what she's saying wholeheartedly, but at least I know this is stupid shit I've been saying. So let me go back and try to figure out another way of looking at it.
Okay, I like the whole thing with how do you know you're right. I think that would apply to something that's not concrete or kind of vague.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like, because 1 + 1 is 2, and I can prove it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
you can
prove that.
Yeah.
So I understand.
Yeah.
Like, when it comes to a philosophy, or if I have a theory or a strategy, then it's more susceptible to perspective.
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I mean? How I view things, and we all we're all the sum of our life experiences.
Absolutely.
So I love that.
Yeah, and so that's what I'll tell you the exact moment that I knew I wanted to do the podcast. So I'm driving down the highway, and there's billboards all the time. I always look at them, and I get a call early for work. I leave out. I'm going. It's like 4 in the morning. Sun's getting ready to come up at like 5 a.m., 5:30, whatever. I got an hour drive to work. I see a billboard. It's 1-800. I don't know. Jesus, I don't know, it's one of them church billboards, and it goes, if humans evolved from evolution, then why are chimps still here? And I fucking lost my mind. I just lost my mind, dude. I was like, this is and I swerved and shit on 75, and I just got mad. And I was like, enough. Like, I'm fucking doing a podcast. I'm gonna talk about all this shit that just I've been reading and taking in through society and the way we had, and I'm like, I'm gonna talk about it because I don't have kids and I don't know what kind of legacy I'm supposed to leave behind. So to me, starting this podcast is like I'm putting my voice out there, I'm putting my mind out there, and my soul and my heart, and as well as the people that come on, my friends, my family, my coworkers. This is my legacy.
Okay.
This is what I leave behind.
So what's the name of your podcast?
Ghetto Cheers, CHIRZ, the phonetic spelling. Me and the boys were sitting around trying to come up with a name, and we were talking about old TV shows and how we used to hate like shows like MASH and shit like that as a kid. They were boring, but the one show I always appreciated was Cheers. I didn't understand it as a kid, but I never minded it being on. So we were like, well, let's call ourselves Ghetto Cheers, because we ain't from no Boston, whatever restaurant, bar or nothing like that. We from, West Side. He from my boy from the Bronx, my other friend from Southwest. I'm like, okay, let's call it Ghetto Cheers. But we knew we would get sued if we used Cheers the way we have our logo set up. Right. So we used the phonetic spelling. Okay. In order to get away with the logo that we had.
I like that. I like the spin on that.
Yep.
All right, so let's jump to shifts. Let's switch shifts real quick. And then let's talk about your Twitch streaming.
Oh.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so for those who are out in the world, explain what Twitch streaming is, or Twitch is.
I'm talking to the brothers and sisters out there because I know I'm on it. And I don't see a lot of us, people that look like us on there. And people that are, it's a grind because it's a predominantly white platform. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And it has nothing to do, it has a lot less to do with racism and a lot more to do with just simple metrics, you know what I'm saying? Okay. But I know a lot of people ain't fucking with it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I'm talking to the young brothers and sisters out there, like, streaming is the future because you guys watch this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one watches television. So Twitch is a platform in which people play video games, cook food, watch movies, read books, do art. You literally can stream just about anything as long as it's not sexually explicit or derogatory, right? Okay. You can stream just about anything. And what happens is viewers come in, they watch it, they follow you, they subscribe to you, you get paid for it. Twitch sees that, makes you an affiliate. If you do really well, they make you a partner. And you're basically paid to just do something. And someone watches it. Now, I know a lot of the old folks think that's bogus and bullshit. But a lot of y'all folks don't seem to pay attention that all your jobs are going away. And you don't know where they're going, now do you? So, you know what I'm saying? So that's basically what Twitch is. It's a streaming platform that provides viewers with content of all different ideas. It's up to the user to come up with something that connects with people. But the predominant thing is video gaming. Okay, nice. Yeah, definitely seen that. I know my people out there for 2K. Definitely, yeah. Call of Duty. Yeah. Just Call of Duty and 2K. I'm like, okay, Call of Duty is the biggest,
watching
the biggest thing on Twitch right now.
Man.
Besides chatting. Actually, just chatting with people just talk.
Okay.
Okay. The biggest thing on Twitch right now. Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, well, Hidden Leaf needs to go get on Twitch.
You absolutely should go on Twitch. Absolutely 100%.
Facts. So, man, Let's see. So right now we already covered your podcast, Twitch. You build computers. So what else are you into, man?
Other than that's really the bane of my existence, bro.
Okay,
I
okay.
just, I mean, obviously I have, these are my two hobbies that I've invested in.
Okay.
In hopes of just not only just enjoying to do them, but or getting joy out of doing them, but hopes that people like it and maybe I can be compensated for it so that I can expand it to even bigger dreams and ideas that I have for this stuff. But outside of that, I'm a cinephile. I watch all kinds of movies. That's probably how I'm so ingrained in like pop culture. You know what I'm saying? I pay attention to music. So just normal shit.
So with your podcast, is it different episodes? Do you have different topics every time?
So yeah, so that's where I shoot myself in the foot a lot of times, is because when you're doing this whole content creation thing, it's often better to have a niche so you can cultivate a target audience. But that's just not who I am as an individual, and I gotta be real about my shit if I'm gonna do something. So I'm a jack of all trades. I'm a Renaissance man. I like all kinds of things. And so I just have to put that into what I'm doing. So unfortunately, it's going to be difficult. It is difficult for me to cultivate a following because I'm not sticking to one particular thing. My podcast covers everything. So.
Okay, nice. So if someone watching this interview, they want to come find your podcast, how do they go about finding it?
So we are on Anchor.fm, which was recently purchased by Spotify. So if you have an Android phone, I encourage you to look up Ghetto Cheers, CHIRZ, euphonetic spelling, of course, on Spotify. We're also on the Apple Podcast. Those are the two major platforms for anybody looking for a podcast. We're on there. And, hopefully, hi, Spotify. They'll let us live stream there when the big boy comes home. So,
Well, thank you, man. Thanks for coming on the show, man.
Absolutely.
All love. Good to see you again.
Always.
My man. Yeah. So check my man Lamar out. Ghetto Cheers Podcast, Anchor FM.
TBG dies first. TBG _DIES _1ST, Twitch.tv.
There we go. Well, holla at him. You already know it's Hidden Leaf. It's your boy FaZe. Y'all have a good one.